Balance is an important part of life. I work as both a group fitness instructor and a video games commentator, so I have a really good understanding of how crucial both mental and physical activity is in maintaining our well-being. But too much of either can be harmful instead of beneficial, so let's take a look at some of the different ways that gaming can have a positive impact on our well-being and some strategies we can use to make sure it stays that way. Video games can be a great way to connect with family and friends. Studies have shown that regular, but not excessive gaming can improve cognitive abilities, including reflexes, complex problem solving, coordination, and spatial awareness, and so much more. Competitive player versus player games such as Fortnite, League of Legends, and Rocket League promote effective teamwork and communication. These games can often be demanding and unforgiving, where the tiniest slip in communication or concentration can be the difference between success or failure. That is why these games are awesome places to help improve our communication skills. Video games offer an enormous amount of social benefits to the player, even when they're not actually being played. Players and fans can create video game content on platforms such as YouTube or Twitch, or even Reddit, create fan art of their favourite games, write stories based upon gaming worlds, create new levels for their favourite games, or even cosplay, which is creating costumes, as their favourite characters. Throughout the year, hundreds of thousands of gaming fans meet up and travel to conventions, exhibitions, and tournaments to learn more about new games and technology, or to support their favourite esports teams, which helps establish an awesome sense of community. So games can have a real positive impact in our lives, but what happens when we start substituting games for our physical and mental well-being? Well, it should come as no surprise that too much of anything, and especially games, is a bad thing. But just telling your kids to stop to study, sleep, or eat is generally not going to go down very well. So let's talk about some strategies that we can use to sell the benefits of maintaining our well-being outside of the virtual world. Sleep. Sleep helps our brains digest everything we've learned throughout the day. It's important that we get enough sleep to help develop our muscle memory and wire our way of thinking. This allows us to perform at our best at school and, of course, in-game. Study. We can't all be pro gamers, and to be honest, I'm not very good at games myself. So I've used my education to help me develop a career within the gaming industry. Remember, it is a massive space to be in, and it's one that requires everything from marketing to lawyers to accountants to artists, designers, and programmers. So that means that studying is also a really effective way to build a career in the gaming industry. Exercise, where do I even begin? There are so many benefits to physical activity, but the main one here is that it improves our mental performance, meaning that we can think clearer, making us better in video games. Finding exercise that you enjoy can be tricky, which is why it's important to try everything. Whether what you enjoy ends up being yoga, cardio, strength, group fitness, or even just walking. There are so many benefits to simply moving, particularly when we enjoy a sedentary hobby, such as video games. Schedule. Creating a schedule is a really effective way of balancing our time to ensure that everything, including video games, are included in our days. Make a note of all the things that need to be done, such as homework, chores, dinner time, physical activity, and even some dedicated video game time. This helps create an understanding of priorities and, in most cases, means that the hard work gets done first, leaving even more time for video games. Create and analyze. If your child is playing games a little too much, remind them that there are ways to pursue their passion without actually needing to play the game. Encourage them to write opinion pieces about games, create art inspired by games, edit a video montage of their best gaming moments, or analyze strategies of winning esports teams. All of these ideas and so many more still allow them to be a part of the gaming community in a way that allows them to develop other skills. There are a lot of factors that influence our well-being, and it's kind of hard to cover off in such a short period of time, so let's use our 2 things to Google and our 1 thing to do to go into a little bit more depth. Google number 1. Google gaming exercise. What games come up? What kind of physical activities do they recommend? Google number 2. Google gaming conventions. Ask yourself, what happens at these events? How can gamers connect with each other at these events? And your to-do. Check out one of the wellbeing resources on the Learning with the League website. I'll leave the link for you in the description if you do get a little bit stuck with the Learning with League, but they have some fantastic wellbeing resources on there that they've partnered with Headspace to create. So definitely check that out. Let's do a quick recap on gaming and wellbeing. Games are a great place to relax and be social. Games can be a part of a healthy schedule when approached holistically and in moderation. Taking care of ourselves outside of video games can help our performance in video games. Gaming is a tough subject to tackle, especially in regards to well-being, but hopefully this video has helped equip you with some extra skills and pieces of information that you need to promote gaming as part of a healthy lifestyle. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Like and subscribe so that we can share this awesome informative content with as many people as we can, and I will share more with you in the coming weeks. Thank you everyone, stay fabulous, and let's keep learning.